Good evening, Sir Rocamora. This is Pauline Bulanadi and we would like to represent you our group. So we have 4 cases here in tourism and hospitality management. Supreme Court decided cases explore the pivotal Supreme Court decisions that have shaped the legal landscape of the tourism and hospitality industries. This presentation delves into landmark cases that address critical employment, labor, and regulatory issues impacting businesses and workers alike. So the first case is National Federation of Hotels and Restaurant Incorporation versus DOLE. This case challenged the constitutionality of a DOLE order mandating 13-month pay for private sector workers including hotels and restaurants. Case number GR number 167459. Date March 24, 2009. So the key facts and issues: the Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE, mandated 13-month pay for private sector workers, including those in the hotel and restaurant industry. The National Federation of Hotels and Restaurant Incorporation challenged the constitutionality of the DOLE order. The Supreme Court upheld the DOLE order, emphasizing the state's crucial role in protecting the rights and welfare of the workers in the tourism and hospitality sectors. So in our analysis, opinion, and learning, the Supreme Court held in the National Federation of Hotels and Restaurant Incorporation versus Department of Labor and Employment case, the Department Order Number 3, Series of 2001 was enforceable. Workers' rights in the tourism and hospitality sectors are deemed to have won much as a result. This important decision not only protects the purity of labor laws, but it also makes it clear that the government needs to step and protect the interests of workers who are weak. Being fresh hires in the HRM and tourism sectors, it is imperative that we understand the implications of this choice of ourselves. Labor laws are not only legally required but also vital instruments for promoting social fairness and equality. So this case is a perfect example of how important it is to support equitable treatment and compensation for all workers, regardless of their kind of company or job level. This is a depressing reminder of power imbalance between labor and management and emphasizes how important thorough laws and government oversight are to ensuring fair chances for everyone. Going forward, let us continue to put up a lot of effort to create workplace that is compassionate and equitable, where every employee is valued and handled with respect. So the next is Philippine Airlines Incorporation versus Court of Appeals. Case number GR number 119528. February 6, 1997. This landmark case involved the illegal dismissal of flight attendants by Philippine Airlines. The flight attendants claimed they were unlawfully terminated, leading to a legal battle that reached the Supreme Court. So the next is key facts issues. Philippine Airlines terminated its flight attendants, citing alleged policy breaches. However, the flight attendants claimed their dismissal was illegal and unjustified. The Supreme Court ruled that the dismissal of the flight attendants was illegal, as PAL failed to provide sufficient evidence to support termination and did not follow the proper due process. In our opinion, the Supreme Court's decision in the Philippine Airlines Incorporation versus Court of Appeal is a sharp warning of how power works in the and hospitality business, and how important it is to have due process when an employee is fired. The court's decision to side with the flight attendants reinforces the idea that all workers, no matter their position or standing, receive fair treatment and a fair process. This decision should make companies in our field rethink how they handle discipline and make sure everything is cleared and accountable at all times. It is not only the law that disciplinary actions must be properly recorded, but it is also the right thing to do to protect workers' rights and respect. As potential workers, we need to learn from this story how important it is to fight for fairness and justice at work. We need to be strong in our promise to create a culture of kindness and respect, where every workers is treated with the respect and honor they deserve.
Good day, everyone. My name is Aaron P. Luna, and the next case is the Peninsula Manila versus Caballero. In this case, an employee at the Peninsula Manila Hotel was dismissed for an alleged policy violation. The employee claimed the dismissal was unlawful, leading to a legal battle that reached the Supreme Court. And the case number is GR number 148508, and the date was July 21, 2004. The key facts and issue of the case is that the Peninsula Manila terminated an employee for allegedly violating corporate policies. The employee contested the dismissal, claiming it was unlawful and lacked justifiable grounds. Supreme Court decision is that the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the employee, declaring the dismissal as unlawful as the Peninsula Manila failed to provide concrete evidence to support the termination and did not adhere to procedural due process requirements. The analysis and learning of this case is that, in a case where a hotel employee assaulted a guest, the Supreme Court ruled that the guest safety is the hotel's responsibility. I agree with this ruling as the hotel should provide both physical comfort and emotional security, making them a home away from home for travelers. Unruly guests must be managed with diplomacy and patience, as ensures guest safety, protects both customers and the hotel's reputation, which is crucial for business and the tourism industry. This ruling highlights the hospitality industry's duty to care for customers and manage risk, emphasizing the need for effective risk management system to handle challenges behaviors without confrontation. And the next case is that Wenceslao Loretta versus NLRC. In this case, Loretta, an employee filed a lawsuit against the National Labor Relations Commission or NLRC for their unjust termination. Case number GR number 83988. Date September 28, 1989. The key facts and issue regarding the case is that Wenceslao Loretta, an employee, filed a lawsuit against the National Labor Relations Commission for their alleged illegal dismissal. Loretta claimed that there were no valid grounds for his termination by the employer. And the Supreme Court decision is that the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Loretta, declaring his dismissal as illegal, and the law court found that the employer had failed to comply with the procedural due process requirements in terminating Loretta's employment. The analysis and learning of this case is that Loretta versus National Labor Relations Commission case is a strong example how important it is for a job layoff cases to be fair in both substances and process, especially in the fast-paced tourist and hotel businesses. This decision is a wake-up call for managers, reminding them of their most important duty to give good reason for firing someone and strictly follow to due process rules. In the field where job openings changes all of the time, it is important to keep the trust and trustworthiness of the workforce. By standing up for Loretta's right and calling out the unfair firing, the Supreme Court clearly supports the basic values of fairness and justice in the workplace. Employers should pay attention to this important choice and put money into training and capacity building programs to help management staff fully understand the labor laws. By doing these things, the chance of legal conflicts can be lowered, and a culture of kindness and respect can be built up at work. which will eventually boost productivity and job happiness. And for the conclusion of this report is that in this presentation, we have examined four pivotal Supreme Court decisions that have significantly impacted the legal landscape of the tourism and of the tourism and hospitality industries in the Philippines. These landmark cases address critical issues such as employee benefits, termination procedures, and workers' rights, providing valuable insight for businesses and professionals operating in these sectors. And that's all. Thank you for listening and have a good day.